Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where we are currently fighting Carthage here, and we're winning, but we need to see how much we can actually end up getting. These two are both about to be finished up, and we'll go pick them up soon enough. Checking up through here, there are no forts up this direction. So that all looks absolutely phenomenal. We of course know that there's some Carthaginian forces here and here. So that's all fine for the time being. We'll work our way through the siege here. Hello. If there's a Carthaginian force right here of this size, we should fight it literally right now. Absolutely, we should do this. So in we go. We're going to see what we do, what we catch here. Oh yeah, that's great. Absolutely perfect. They do have additional forces on the way in. Apparently they have more forces up in these mountains. I don't know if they have the morale though. We do win here, and we should walk on down to the port. And of course we won here as well. We should actually go pick them up at this point. So that'll be fine. They definitely have numbers here. I'm going to grab our mercs and head down over this way. I don't know that they have the morale to win this at this point. But I don't know that we have the numbers to win. That's the question. What are they offering? This is what they're offering here. I still decline this. I think we do end up winning this battle. They just hired these mercs. We should probably try to shadow the mercs here. And I'd like to come up here and catch this force if we can. They're low morale, and I'd love to stack wipe that. We'll see how viable that is. Okay, we did not stack wipe them, but we definitely did proceed to do a lot of damage to them. I don't think we have the numbers to really further pursue them here. Right, so these guys are out over here. They're low morale, and we definitely do want to embark here. So embark, there we go. And we'll head up and pick up this force, and we'll head southward. We're going to let these guys replenish a bit. Beautiful. So we'll need to embark both of these now. There we go. And we'll sail on southward, and we'll deposit them somewhere around here. Should be absolutely fine. So, I would like to go take this location. It's a little bit risky at this point. I'm actually going to back off slightly here and head up over this direction so that these are a bit more together. Carthage still wants peace, and they're still offering us the same deal over and over again. For the time being, we're not interested in said deal. Okay, I'd like to catch this force here, but we need to bring these guys on over here. We've not arrived in port just yet. We just won the siege down here. That's perfect. So that's absolutely great. And these guys are now freed up to come on over here and join us here. Beautiful. Where are you going? Okay, you're continuing to run down there. We're going to catch them there, it looks like. That's perfect. And we're going to group these together for the time being. Conqueror, huh? Okay, we won this battle, and they are retreating somewhere. Like out over here, probably, if I had to guess. We'll head that way ourselves in pursuit. And we'll get this capped momentarily. There we go. And we'll just make our way up and cap these locations here. It's going to be mildly awkward. We should go here first, I think. Excellent conditions. We'll take gold, actually. Carthage is offering us peace again, but it's the same deal it has been this whole time. So at this point, I would like to head southward here. These guys have replenished somewhat, but we have a lot more forces over here now. And I would definitely like to catch some of their units that are here. They're still requesting peace. They're now offering us a 5th state. But for now, I still decline that offer. I want to get this siege done, and I want to win some of these battles out over here. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to chase down some of these Carthaginian armies over here while we're sieging. Checking in over here. We're still making our way northward. That's fine. We do need to bring these mercs back down this direction. Looks good. I would like to catch this force. They delayed a little bit there. We'll see if we manage to catch them. I'm going to head this way to work on cutting them off. Okay. I'm trying to decide right now between going here and chasing down this force and isolating them and stopping all of this nonsense. I think we're going to isolate this force first. That's the best move here, I think. So that's pretty free, right? That just stack wiped. That was absolutely the right move. We're going to hop over this direction for now. We'll see about taking this area back. I don't know if we'll actually do that right now, though. We're probably... Oh, we finally won this siege. Beautiful. Let's go hit their capital. I'm actually thinking about heading... They have a lot of forces up over here. But they're low morale forces. We should work on fighting them right now. That's absolutely what we should be working on. So we're going to come down over here, and I'm going to not move in this way just yet. We're going to let them run around a bit. These guys are moving into Pernosh. So right here. They're locked in, and we're going to go in ourselves there and fight them there. Beautiful. Now, we're locked in here, and let's see what ends up happening here. I want to head up this direction with these mercs. Beautiful. They have a lot of numbers here. But honestly, this is not going to go very well for them, all things considered. Now, this is saying that our side might lose here. We're going to be defensive. They have a lot of military skill, I suppose. Let's bring reinforcements in here, and I want to head over this direction, continuing to wipe out their units here. We do need a governor in Tarraconensis, and we do know that Matruria is going to rebel in just a few months here. That's noted. We may actually want to hire these mercs and have them out over here, specifically for that reason. Okay. So we win this battle. I'm quite certain of this. And where's this little stack going? They're going here. We should eliminate them. That will stack wipe. Next, I want to bring our large force over this way. Carthage is requesting peace still. No shockers. That stack wiped. That is absolutely 100% expected. I want to hop out over this direction. Okay, noted. Yep, that's all looking good. Beautiful. So we're going to catch some forces here. And we're heading down this way. I know about these guys running around in our backline over here. This actually stack wiped. Beautiful. So we're going to head northward here. Actually, Roman citizens moving to our territory is great. We're very happy about that. They're all retreating northward here. They're going to be grouping up over this way. So, to that end, we're going to head up here. I'm actually going to leave these guys here to cap this back. I'm aware of this force here. That's fine for the time being. Carthage is getting more and more desperate here. Cool. Let's head off over here. I would love to catch this force and just get them out of here. It's going to take us a bit to catch them, unfortunately. And we know that these guys are grouping up over this way. We're just kind of all chasing them right now, which is mildly awkward. Actually, it's more than mildly awkward. It's quite awkward. But we're going to catch them here. Perfect. Does that stack wipe? No, it does not. But we can head back northward now. Yeah, peace is currently imminent. We can head back northward here. And we're going to need... The main problem that we have is they have a lot of little stacks running around, right? We're kind of grouped up right now, which isn't ideal. But we do need to start clearing out their stacks. No doubt about that. Let's head up north here and look to give battle. We need to be giving battle at this moment. We're winning all of these battles. They don't have the force concentration, but we're not getting decisive victories out of the battles at this time. That's the core issue. So we're going to head out over this direction, and we're going to attack these guys here. They're a bit isolated, but we do absolutely need to get ourselves a decisive battle, and we should probably start doing some sieging up over here, realistically. Okay, where are their forces at? They've disappeared on us here. Okay, mildly awkward. Sure. We're already at 7% here on their capital. So are we okay with them running around over here? And yeah, these guys are leading a war of independence. That was fully expected. And these guys joined it as well. That's actually maybe good for us here. These guys are now black flags. Hilarious. Okay, we're going to continue to push up through Carthage here. There's a Carthaginian army down here? Okay. That's mildly awkward. Okay, so I'm going to grab certainly a couple of these forces. These guys are locked in here. Let's grab mercs and move them out, like so. Cool. So we're going to fight this force. That's fine. I don't think we stack wipe it. But I want to continue to eliminate their units that are running around over here. For the time being, this is fine. I want this siege to end. But more specifically, we're not so much waiting on this. We're more waiting on these guys finishing up. And that's getting very close. We decline that offer. We decline this offer as well. They think they're in a better position because of our rebellions, is what's happening there. They're really kind of not. But that's what they think. Okay. So we're going to fight these guys out over here. They have reinforcements on the way in, but... Okay, they have a lot of reinforcements on the way in. We should probably move out one or more of our additional forces here. Okay. I don't know that we get there in time, but we're holding them here for the time being. We'll retreat here. And we won the siege out over here. Good. So we'll head up over this direction, and we're going to head over here as well. Carthage still thinks they're in a really good position here, and they're really kind of not. But they think that they are. So we're going to continue to press down over here. Beautiful. I'm really not concerned about this situation. Cool. So Carthaginian forces are losing over here. These guys are going to recover over the next little bit. This battle is a loss for them. Beautiful. Yeah, they think that they're in a better position, but they really, really aren't. We do need a civic researcher, and we'll put in this lady. Cool. Or was that a guy? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. So we're going to win that battle. Perfect. And we're going to head southward here. I really want this siege of Carthage to be done. That would be absolutely wonderful. We have a minor addendum here. Stability might not be bad here, actually. Cool. Okay, so up we go there. And we have a new leader. So we're going to need a new high priest. That's fine. We're going to cap this back. No, 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 no. This lady just became disloyal. Do not abandon that siege. Do not abandon that siege. Okay, good. That's under control now. So we're going to cap this area back. Let's walk over here and continue to cap. This siege is proceeding nicely. This is all-ish under control, but these guys are a problem. There's Carthage falling. Fantastic. So we're going to come over here and fight these guys. That looks great. Maybe less great if they've got those... Oh, wow. Look at our morale just get crushed here. Okay. That's mildly awkward. We should probably see about suing for peace here. Right. We can't take this because of these guys. Okay. So we're going to have to fight this out for a little bit longer, is the answer. So this is Maturia here. Yeah, we decline these offers. We're going to chase this force down for the time being. Our morale here is very awkward. They finished this siege. That's also a bit awkward, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, that is Maturia fully under control. Unfortunately, they're the war leader here. So we're going to need to head this direction. And we're going to have to retreat here, which is, again, awkward. But that was just due to morale being low. I'm not too concerned about that right now. Beautiful. We've got plenty of manpower in the tank here, so this is fine. We're going to walk up over this direction. Carthage is suing for peace, and we decline that offer. So these guys arrive here, and we're going to turn around and head over this direction. Oh, hello. We just stack wiped an 11K stack here. That is beautiful. Where are these guys going? They're going here. We'll let them lock into it. Anytime now. There we go. And we'll head over this direction. Beautiful. Can we select you, please? Thank you. And you. There we go. I just want to make sure that all of our units here are grouped together. There we go. Looking good. Let's head this direction. How are things going over here? We're kind of heading the wrong direction. Okay. That Carthaginian army is mildly awkward. We may want to actually hire this force down here just to come at them from this direction. And these guys would continue to head up this way. Cool. And we lost this siege as well. That's not the end of the world. Okay, so we win this battle here. Our morale is low, but we have high numbers over here. We just got a martial advance. Sounds good. Now, what were we working on? If I recall correctly, we were doing something over this way. Right, we had just gotten religious assimilation. I think for now, we should probably do something like cured ham. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if we'll win this battle, but I don't think they have the numbers to pull it off. We win here, which is fully expected. We'll come up this direction and siege. We decline this offer. Hello, pause menu. And we're going to attack over this direction. Beautiful. And we win this battle as well. That is great. So we're going to walk southward with that force. We stack wipe over here, looking phenomenal. And these guys are heading out this way. Cool. So this is relatively under control. We'll need to deal with this situation, of course. We're 98% war score against Carthage right now. This war is going fine. Believe it or not, this is going actually relatively according to plan. Relatively. So these forces are heading south. We're going to let them regenerate for a little bit. We can call down an omen, and pop assimilation speed seems good. This siege is underway, and we'll let that finish. We're going to cap here. Not immediately looking for battles. There we go. We'll come out over this direction. Carthage is still offering peace. We decline their peace offer. Their peace offer is not, in fact, what we're looking for. Where are the state capitals here? I'm assuming it's where the cities are, but it's actually not rendering them. That's awkward. Okay, so we're going to crush these rebellions, of course. That's no problem. We're going to have to siege a couple of sieges here. I actually want to come up over here and fight these guys. That'll be fine. So that's a small stack wipe there. Okay, let's take back this territory for the time being. It's looking reasonably good. Yeah, this is looking absolutely fine for the moment. I'm going to send these guys up over, like, here somewhere. I'm not sure where we need to cap for these capital states. Okay, actually, it was there very briefly. We did just win, this siege. We're going to hop on over, and we'll piece these guys out as soon as that finishes its auto cap. There we go. Carthage actually has 2 separate peace offers out to us. Hilarious. And we're going to put in a new sensor here, and we need to do a peace offer to Burgess Gitulia. Okay. So we're going to take their stuff. Perfect. Sadly, that does give us some AE, but that's fine. Okay. So we're going to cap over here, no problem. I want these guys to come... Actually, we don't need to care about this at all. We should come up here and look to eliminate this army. They don't appear to have much left up in the north, if anything at all. So that is absolutely magnificent. That is all under control. So where is the capital over here? I'm assuming it's here, but it's not rendering the icon, which is mildly awkward for sure. We are losing money right now, which is noted. We do need to get out of this war fairly soon. Luckily, we're at 64% over here. And we actually just finished it. Beautiful. Now, I currently expect that we are unable to get any additional progress in this war. That is to say that we're not going to be able to actually take anything more than we have occupied. That is the current theory. But we need to get out of the rebellion first, so we need this siege to end, and we'll just chase these guys a wee bit. Carthage is not happy about this. That siege is over. No, we don't accept this offer. Get out of here. We'll do our own offer here in just a bit. Actually, I want these guys to head up here. Cool. So, we're going to sue for peace here. We're going to take all of their stuff. They'll accept this. That'll give us 6 AE, which is not ideal, but that's fine. We'll lose 1 point of AE there. Perfect. So that's under control. Now we have a scorned family, the Karaids, and we need a martial researcher. We're going to put you in. You're most qualified, and you have an obsessive trait. That does not help our scorned family situation. Okay. Where are you going? Why are you going there? Because you're disloyal. Okay. Of course you are. So we're going to bribe this guy. Cool. Just head on over here. That stack wiped. Beautiful. And I would love to catch this force. We'll see if we end up catching it. I guess these guys can start heading, like, southward, but they're not, strictly speaking, necessary down here. Okay. We're going to head up here and see about eliminating this force. So I believe that that is everything that we can possibly take. So, if we were to sue for peace here, we would look to take... Okay, this is already getting pretty expensive. Hang on, I messed something up here. So that's already 58. So we take this, cleaning up the border gore. That's 93. And that's 116. Okay, so we would need to back off a little bit here in what we end up taking. Gross. I was hoping that we would get this. This is the best we can do. This will put us very high up on our AE. No doubt about that, but this is the absolute best we can do. It will relegate Carthage to being over here. That will clean things up a lot for the future. So we'll accept this. That's a lot. No doubt about that. That is a whole lot. So, at this point, we need to get rid of our 3 mercenary units that we have. We're going to disband those immediately. There we go. And we're going to need to get all of our armies, like literally all of them, set up to be somewhere over like here. Okay. So we'll get them grouped up there, and we'll start transporting our armies somewhere a little bit more useful. Although I'm going to leave the Legion of Lusitania, for the time being, down here in Africa. So the Legion of Lusitania can actually just park right over here. Beautiful. But all of our other legions are going to head right on home. These guys can start drilling. That'll be fine. And we'll replace our forces. We do need a governor in Mauritania. That'll do. Beautiful. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to work on some recovery from this war. That's going to be necessary, and we'll see if Rome decides to get all uppity about our aggressive expansion. They're going to be very upset. No doubt about that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Shadowwolf, MLohan80, Rogue Corvid, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.